Cry Baby is the debut studio album released by American singer and songwriter Melanie Martinez on August 14, 2015. The album has proven to truly be a significant force across the years, with songs like Play Date and Pacify Her still going viral on TikTok to this day. The album has proven to be Melanie's biggest still to this day, but given Portals was only released a month ago, on March 31, 2023, there is still a lot of time for that to change. Melanie is known for her creative aesthetics, eccentric personality, and storytelling throughout her albums, which is why she has made such a name for herself in the music industry, and it's definitely fair to say that Cry Baby was her gateway into doing this. Regardless of whether you like Melanie or not, there's no denying she's extremely talented at what she does, and has a very charming energy because of it. I've always admired the visuals of her music videos and her overall style, because it's very unique to the average singer. Cry Baby initially took off in 2015, with hit songs like Pity Party and Dollhouse. At the time, these were all the rave. However, in recent years, new songs have come out of the woodworks for a late surprising growth in success. Specifically, Play Date in 2020, when it would absolutely skyrocket in the pandemic, 5 years after its initial release. This was due to certain TikTok trends giving it a lot of promotion and therefore making it a major success. Cry Baby has been an album to truly stand the test of time, and still remains relevant to this day. Being only 20 at the time of its release, Melanie would skyrocket into the spotlight, not long after her brief success on The Voice. She was only 16 during her time on The Voice, and auditioned with the song Toxic by Britney Spears. She ended up making the top 6 and was on Team Adam throughout the course of the competition. This would also be a key gateway into her success and helped her growth massively. To give a full analysis of this album, I thought I'd go through and give a brief rating and review on some of the songs from the album. This will include a few songs I feel are very significant to the overall process of Cry Baby. So grab a snack or drink and buckle in, because we're about to dive deep and delve into the wonderful yet eccentric world of Cry Baby. Part 1, Cry Baby. Cry Baby is the title track and first track from the album, and sets the scene for what is to come. It's one of my favorite songs from the album, and I feel has one of the best music videos visually due to its consistent looks and story. I personally love this song, and it definitely drew me into the album. It has a very catchy sound to it but is also quite repetitive at times too. It's one of those songs that sticks in your head for days after a listen, whether you like it or not. I also love the use of effects throughout the song. I feel this is something Melanie has always done quite well throughout her music. She uses these effects as a way to emulate the story and gives a way of letting us know how the character is feeling. For example, the major ones being the crying and whimpering that fit in between certain lyrics. I think this is something she does well and is a nice touch to the overall product. Overall, I'd give the song Cry Baby 8 out of 10. It's a great piece of work and fits very well with its sound, but I wouldn't necessarily say is the best song on the album. Part 2. Pity Party. Pity Party was the third official single to be released from the album, outside of Dollhouse the previous year. It was also debatably the biggest at its time in 2015, due to gaining recognition from YouTube and other outlets. The music video gained millions of views instantly upon its debut, and would be the main way Melanie was projected into the spotlight. Whilst it never went mainstream, it gained her a massive audience and reach regardless. I also really love Pity Party as a song, mainly due to how it sounds sonically. The beat meshed with the lyrics works really well together, and I definitely think that it was the best choice for a single on the album. I'm honestly shocked that it wasn't bigger at the time, because the song itself is exactly what you would hear at that time on the radio. It's one of Melanie's more mainstream and conventional sounding songs, which makes it surprising to not have blown up massively to me. Overall, I'd give Pity Party a solid 8 out of 10 as well. It's a great song and really embraces a more poppy and fun side of Melanie, whilst also combined with her usual dark undertones of depression and craze. Part 3. Mrs. Potato Head. Miss Potato Head is without a doubt my favorite song on the album, which may come as a shock since I know others don't think the same way, but I think it's very underrated and is worthy a lot more recognition than it's got throughout its time. But this song really impacted me, and stuck with me the most out of them all. mainly due to its message and lyrics, but also because the song itself is just incredibly well produced. The song is about how society is trying to change us and tells us we need to change ourselves in order to be loved. Melanie goes against this though and promotes that nobody is worth changing for and you should love yourself for who you are. I guess you could argue, it's one of those been there done that kind of things, but it's still so important and a song that I still currently listen to on a weekly basis. It promotes a great message and I love it. Certain lyrics like "Will you stay forever, even if her face won't stay together" are very hard-hitting and emotional to the listener. Overall, I'm going to give Miss Potato Head a solid 9 out of 10. It's without a doubt the best song for me and I think deserves its flowers. In conclusion, I'm going to give Cry Baby by Melanie Martinez an 8 out of 10. It's a great album with these songs like I mentioned, but I feel it does have the occasional skip like Teddy Bear. Do you agree? Let me know in the comments below. Okay, that's all. I love you guys and I'll see you next time.